Ever had to give a presentation, make a speech, or attend an interview and felt completely overwhelmed with nerves? Well, this video is going to give you 7 ways to manage your nerves. Here's point number 1. Remember, nerves are normal. You see, in many ways, the nerves you feel are an indication that you care about something. Your goal is not to eliminate your nerves. Your goal, in some respect, isn't to get rid of the butterflies, but to make friends with them. You see, you've had some adrenaline released in your body to prepare you for a good performance. You know another way of looking at the word nerves? You could just say, I'm feeling adrenalized. Nerves are normal. Second one, manage the movies in your mind. You see, we get nervous because we start to create pictures of what's going to go wrong in the future, and these negative images that we create fuel our mind with fear. Well, just as you can create a negative picture of the future, you can start to create a positive picture of the future as well. So manage those movies. Don't let them run wild. If you're having those negative thoughts, shout, cut, and start to replace them with a more positive picture of the future. Here's my third point. Focus on your audience. You see, the reason we get nervous is because we've got all this nervous energy, but we sort of focus it on us. So what if I get my words muddled? What if I can't say the word catastrophic? What if my technology fails? What if I forget where I was? It's all about me, me, me. When you start to think, how can I add best value to my audience? All of a sudden, that energy is focused not on you, but out at your audience. Focus more on your audience, because the more you think of them, the more they'll think of you. Point number 4. Be prepared. Oh my goodness, you weren't expecting that one, were you? Okay, I acknowledge, in terms of the most obvious advice you are ever going to be given about managing nerves, being prepared is pretty obvious. But everything's obvious in hindsight, isn't it? And just because it's obvious doesn't mean that we actually do it. You see, any person has a right to feel nervous if they're going into a situation with no real control or clarity or confidence about where they're going. So do your preparation. Win the battle before you fight it. Point number 5, have a contingency plan. You see, it can be helpful to anticipate, well, what may go wrong? Thinking about that means that you have a plan B. Because you know you have a plan B, you are less nervous if things go wrong. So, simples. Have a contingency plan. My 6th point is this. Get perspective. It's an interview. It's a presentation. It's a speech. But that's it. Your life isn't on the line. Even if things go really, really badly, you'll wake up tomorrow morning. Do you hear what I said? You will wake up. Life will go on. The world will continue spinning. So maybe determine to enjoy the experience. Step back and get perspective. It's not the end of the world, even if things do go wrong. Here's my final point, my 7th point on how to manage your nerves. Slow your breathing. You see, we know that nerves are normal. It's a sign that you care. So there will be an increase in adrenaline and your heart rate will increase. So take control by practicing what I call 7-11 breathing. What's 7-11 breathing? Breathe in to the count of 7. And then breathe out slowly to the count of 11. Practice that. Slow your breathing down, because as you do, you'll see a decrease in that feeling of adrenaline. You'll be teaching those butterflies to fly in formation. You will feel more in control. So that's my 7th point. Slow your breathing. Hi guys, really hope you enjoyed that video. Nerves can be a challenge for us in many situations, particularly when we have to make a presentation or give a speech. I wrote a book called How to Speak so people really listen. Those 7 points that we've just been talking about, they're all in this book, but there's loads more ideas in that book on how to help you increase your influence and your impact as a communicator, whatever the context. The link on how to find that book on Amazon, it's just down below. So give us your comments, please, on what you found useful from this video and any other advice you would have on how to manage your nerves. Don't forget, check out the website, thesumoguy.com.